So this is what I was talking about. But I have this hook on the tailstock. I had to 3D print this piece. It's just a garden rod that I bent into this shape, and then you just shove it in there. Right now the problem is that I figured out all the codes of how to do it, and then we kind of just threw it in the program. I think the thing to do is just to put it in 2 sub-programs, so then you can just call the sub instead of having to copy and paste all that code over, because it's just simpler. So here's another look at it. But yeah, just a little rod on the NC tailstock here. You know, it's always funny trying to think of like a name for your subprogram. You know, it has to be named something like consistent that is easy, but you know, you only have 4 letters, so you don't have much to choose from. I think since it's the tailstock and it's a retract and an approach, I think the best thing to do would be to name it TSKA and TSKR for tailstock approach, tailstock retract. There has to be an O. It's just an O and then 4 letters. So I made a new subprogram, and now I'm gonna go find where it is. I think one of them is in FTBA. So we'll go down there. Then we'll go down to the bottom. Yes. So looks like there's M5, NOP5. That can stay in here. I think this line, this line can all come. So I'm gonna cut. So there it is, pasted in the program. I think that's all we need. OFTBA, call OFTBA. I'm going to copy this line, and I'm going to go up to FTBA, and then so right here I'm going to paste that, but instead it's going to be TSKA. So now I'm going to copy and paste the TSKA, but I'm going to rename it as TSKR this time. And so MD1 copy. Alright, so now I have TSKA and TSKR, so retract. And then I can edit this, and I can delete these lines, and then paste. And then there is this one. So the other thing that happened is that there's this button on the console here, and it's this NC tailstock button. If you hit that while you're manually controlling the tailstock, it will set the approach position of the tailstock. Now that's problematic, because if you set the approach position anywhere behind where like the retract position is, it'll just error out, and you won't be able to move the tailstock manually, and it breaks all the code. So I think I'm also going to set the approach position in the sub, in both of them probably, so that if it ever happens, it'll get reset back to 0, because that's where we want it. And so I looked up the code here, and it looks like VTSAP is tailstock approach position. So I'll just go here, and I'll go edit my sub. And before I do that, actually it can be after I set the W. I'll go here, and I'll go VT, wait, hold on, I gotta look that up. VTSAP, and then you gotta do your bracket 1, equals 0. The reason you have to have a bracket on there is because you can actually do 10 different setups of approach positions and like all that different stuff. And so 1 is just signifying it's the first one. It's the one that only one that we use. So the rest of the other 9 doesn't really matter. So now all you have to do is just copy that line and put it in the other program. Actually, now that I think about it, it has to go before the SRT just in case anything actually did happen. So I got to put it right here. Just clean that up. Yep, there we go. So now all I have to do is, the only thing that's different between the programs when you do the subcalls is that sometimes some parts, you know, you want that rod to go in there a little deeper or not as deep because of different bore depths. So that 17 number that we saw, I'll show you. That 17.1456, that is just the length that I kind of set, and it goes from here to here, and it's just kind of what I set, but it's including the depth. So in a different program, we actually have it changed as it's a little bit different. I think it's 100 different just because of the different part. Somehow I'd like to change that so that maybe in this program you can set a number and it will be that distance, like the distance you want it to go into the part. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to think on that for a second. So ideally the 0 position is what I said, it's from back here to up here. The only thing that the operator will have to set is how far they want it to go inside the part. So I'm thinking about remeasuring this and setting the W0 as the true distance from this, you know, to Z0, and then putting the VT SRT, which is how you set the retract position, in the program. And the reason we're setting the retract position is because you can't actually call the approach position and not have it seek for a force. So the only way you can get this tailstock to move anywhere without seeking for force is if you set the retract position and then go to the retract position. That's the only way. You can't set a W on this machine, or do a G00 on this machine. It doesn't work like that. The only way to move it that I've found, maybe there's another way out there, but the only way to move it that I've found is to set the retract position. So I think we'll put that in the main program or just wherever they want it to be, but otherwise I think that's going to have to be set to 0. I think the only way to get this thing to set is to actually run a part. I'm just going to let it face it off, and then I'm going to go up there and put it like as close as I can and then just set 0. So that actually bored it in there. So I think the ideal thing for me to do is to go into that bore, set it, look at how deep that bore actually is, and just subtract that off. That's just about the best thing I can do. So now I'm just going to take the rod up there and I'm going to touch inside that bore, and then I'll set it, but then I'll add or subtract 400 thousandths. I'll have to figure that out. So of course now I have it touching right there, and it says it's at 3.9865. So it's actually going to be an add. So I'm gonna go to spin setup, and I'm going to 0 set on, and I'm gonna go to W. And I'm going to calculate 0. Alright, so I think I figured out. Now I'm going to add 0.4. And so now it's going to say it is negative 400 to 0. And now we have our gap in there. And that's where 0 is going to be. So I just realized that this 0 is way too close to 32 inches for me not to just set it there. It doesn't have to be that accurate anyway, so I'm just going to set it at 32 inches. And it says it's negative 29,000. So to calculate that 0 that I set, the 17 number, all I have to do is subtract, I got to take 32 minus 14.4, which is the 0 right now, and it gives me 17.6. So that means that from the front of my rod to wherever this 0 point back in here is 17.6 inches. I actually kind of want to see. Let's see where it's at. Oh, that's weird. It's like right here. That, I don't know. Maybe that's the end of like the center. Kind of a weird place to have 0. And then I'm going to set this to 17.6. And then actually I'm going to need this one. So I'm going to cut this line because now I need that. So now I'm going to go up to the sub, and then right before it calls the sub, I'm going to paste the retract position set. And it used to be 50 thousandths because that's how I had it set, but now since I have the actual 0 position set, now I can set it as negative point whatever. That negative number is going to be basically how thick the part is, so you can get in there sufficiently. So the part we're dealing with right now, it looks like it's a 1/4 inch wide. So I can just set that as negative 0.2. Okay, just to recap here, in the main program, the only thing that's there is going to be the M157, and that's all you need for the main program. For the sub, you call VTSRT to set your depth. This is probably going to be like 50 thousandths off of your bore distance. That's just significantly deep enough to catch the part. And then right after that you call OWSKA. I just named it that, so it's down at the bottom, just WSKA. And then down below it's called WSKR. Alrighty, moment of truth. Let's see if it works. Dang, I wonder how close that is. I can't actually tell. It looks like it's far enough away. Oh, that's perfect. Look at that distance. And back to 15 inches. Sweet. Alrighty, well my camera's getting low, but I think that works. You just have to set where you want it to go. I think I'm going to continue running this, and probably going to put it on other programs, but for right now that's all I needed to do.